Hey, hey!
Welcome to What Do You Think of This? We're revisiting the best things from our past to let you know whether they're the best things for your future. I am Jeff Abyad. This is Josue Escobar.
Hello, everybody.
And as you can see, we have a return guest in the house today. Don't we, Josue?
Yes, a three-peat.
That's, well, sort of, retroactively. It's a secret.
It is a secret.
Jimmy's here today. Jimmy
Hello.
Abyad. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you.
Welcome back in the studio. How does it feel?
Like no time has passed.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had you as our special guest. I've been looking forward to this episode because I knew you would come prepared, and you did.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I stay prepared. I live prepared.
If you don't prepare, you're preparing to fail.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about Selena today, like we told you guys last week.
Selena's with an S.
Selena's.
Selena's.
We'll get to it in a second, but first, I have a gripe.
Oh, God.
What? What's going on?
This has nothing to do with the content we're reviewing
Okay,
today.
good. That was already there. Here we go.
This is an instance where things going digital is making my life worse. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you work so hard to get technology integrated into life, but it's in that transitional phase where this is just making things more complicated.
I think that's humanity's struggle with technology.
Yeah. We were talking about this with Jess when she was on the episode last time that, so many times like I'm trying to do things on my iPad, but I just want a piece of paper to write on or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. You're old school like that.
Old.
I enjoy the media
Okay,
stuff,
boomer.
but sometimes I need something tactile. Okay. So
I agree.
This year, Amanda and I have been married, as you know, because you were there, 20 years. I know. So
Because you were there. Man, I'm glad it was that.
I'm not going to name the establishment, but I bought my ring at a retailer, a jewelry retailer in a mall.
And you didn't
I
go to
know.
Jared.
I didn't. Well,
I thought you did.
Well, no, not for. Anyway, that's too complicated. That's not who I'm talking about today. No, not quite.
For
We'll
the
talk about it
resetting or
later.
something? I don't know.
No. So I got my ring insured for the lifetime of my ring, as long as I have it. If I bring it in every 6 months to get inspected, covered.
Yeah.
No problem. Diamonds fall out, not a deal. Not a problem.
Diamonds are forever.
Yeah. And in this case, forever. But what they did is in the Tucson Mall, they gave me a little card where they initial it every 6 months and they write the date.
And you were on that, like you're more so than the dentist. Like I remember every appointment you make.
I was not only was I on
More
that.
so than the dentist. And he's diligent about his teeth.
I am. I am still on that. I am still into this jewelry establishment every 6 months, even though they closed the location by me. So I have to drive all the way down to Tyson's just to go into this jewelry store.
Wait, what's the jewelry store we're talking about here?
I can't. Would it be bad if I said it on the? I'm not going to say. Nope. I'm going to leave some mystery in the world.
All right, you got to tell us after the
Okay,
fact.
I'll tell you afterwards.
And
Okay,
then I'll
so,
just put it in there in
so
the edit.
I had this card for so long with random employee signatures that I don't even know how they quality control who actually signed this. I didn't just do it myself. And I bring it in and they had to staple a new one on. I had like page 2 of the card, all this stuff. But it's just this little wallet sized thing that I kept in an envelope upstairs in my room. Okay, fast forward to like a couple of years ago, they've gone digital. We're going to scan this. You don't need to bring it in with you anymore, Mr. Abyad. We've got it on our computer
I
system.
feel like I've heard this.
Just come in and
We're
bring it.
going digital. Is that how they?
No. And so, sorry to burst your bubble there. So I walk in the next appointment with my envelope of stuff because I don't trust them. And I go in and, of course, they look me up. They're like, what's your address again? They can't find me. I'm already not in the system.
Oh, no.
So they had to do some stuff. They got it. It's covered.
Oh, okay.
So since then, I still go every 6 months. And this convenience of let's do it digitally, you would think this is going to make my life easier. It does not. And I brought a sample. Here, I'm going to show you. It has the name of the establishment on the back. I'm not going to show. Okay. This is the size of the envelope that this kind woman handed me with 2 copies of a receipt that says I scanned for my appointment.
Okay.
So I went from having a wallet-sized card that I would bring in every 6 months to now every 6 months they print me 2 receipts and hand it to me in a paper envelope that I'm like, do I keep this? Do I not? Now I feel the need to keep a personal record because I don't know if they're going to save my information.
I feel like they're trying to discourage you from coming in.
I
like
know.
this guy's been coming in for 20 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Every 6 months, he won't stop. What is it that they do?
So if a diamond falls out, it's covered.
I think this is an example of somebody trying to go digital for the sake of going digital, not thinking what is best for the customer.
Probably.
I'm so frustrated by this. I'm like, why am I keeping all this paper? It's like keeping boxes in your house. It's like I have this for no reason.
So if you don't take it in every 6 months, if something does happen to the ring, then they won't.
No, they won't cover it. It's not covered under warranty. My warranty is then void.
That's crazy.
I know.
What do they expect people to do? To come in every 6 months and then like keep buying jewelry?
Yeah, they're
Not
always
to
like,
come in.
well, because they'll take it, they'll inspect it and clean it, which is very nice. They'll
Yeah.
come back with a clean ring,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, why don't you just look around while we, and it's.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm not buying any more engagement rings. So,
Jeez. Well, how much does it cost to like just get it reset if a diamond falls out?
well, to replace a diamond, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds very lavish. This was like Amanda and I were so young, and when I bought my first ring at the time, it was like chump change.
Yeah.
But you could always. The deal with this also is you can always bring your ring and exchange it for its original value, as long as you're buying something double the cost. So my first ring was so cheap that it kept getting dented on the job.
Yeah.
That I'm like they couldn't fix it, so like I had to upgrade.
On
So
the job.
I was working at the college at the time, and I was like moving chairs and
I was
tables.
like, what's
and
happening? on
Nothing.
your job?
That's what I was like. It's not labor intensive. I'm carrying a guitar case,
That's so funny.
so I had to.
I'm trying to
upgrade.
think of like a word that rhymes with that company's name to be like,
There's no word.
to drop it. I want to
No,
be
I
like,
got
thanks a lot, Gutenberg.
Sure. If anybody
say
gets that,
anything
throw it in the comments. Anyway, I guess that's my rant over. I just can't. I had to share that with somebody, and I thought this was a safe space.
Yeah.
Mildly.
Do you guys have any warranties, and like do you keep documents for that
No,
stuff?
I don't keep
We have
any
warranties for our bed,
Mhm.
for the mattress.
Okay, and how old is it? And are you like keeping up
The
with
mattress, I mean, we got a new mattress a couple years ago now.
it? Mm-hmm. And what's the warranty cover?
The warranty covers SAG. If it starts to sag below a
Oh,
certain...
it's like
SAG.
Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, I thought it was an acronym for something.
No. Like if it...
Soiling.
No, they do.
Blood.
You have to have a mattress.
Blood.
A mattress bag.
Goo. Sag.
No, if it sags
Yeah.
a certain amount, and it's not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
You use a ruler, take a picture, submit it, and
Use a ruler.
yeah, well, a straight edge to show that it has definitely,
For those driving at home, Josue is giving us very intricate
gesturing.
All of our kids' rulers now, like anytime I hardly ever need a ruler, but they all bend.
Yeah.
So you could almost just take it and be like, you see?
So would you consider, like, we just went to and got our the van, blew a head gasket,
Yeah.
and we got all that fixed. Would you consider that a warranty when you're like, you can go back to if something else happens, you
Yeah.
go back to even though they don't say, oh, you're warranted for this much or
We
whatever.
have to keep
or
the
maybe.
receipt. Well, no, they don't. Unless they didn't say it. There's
Yeah.
one thing that's like quality control, but after a certain point,
Yeah, because they want to see the car like 2 weeks later and check their work. And I guess, if something's wrong, they'll cover it. But other than that, I guess it's not really a warranty.
I think it'd be so ridiculous for any company now to expect you to keep anything. I can't think of any
I
warranty.
know. It's
Like
all
if
got to be digital, I think.
if you go somewhere and buy something, they have to have a copy.
Yeah.
Why am
I know
that's ridiculous.
But in a case like this, like how do you trust the person? Because I went state to state.
Yeah.
First of all,
Well, they expect you, or they're also banking on the fact that maybe you might lose it and be like, sorry, you don't have the paperwork, no
it's
warranty.
been 6 months and a day.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
Exactly.
No, but they sell you on
Would
the
you ever
warranty.
stop going? Where do you feel like you'd be like, I'm going to stop doing this? Who cares?
No, because I feel like if I ever have a problem, they're going to fix it. Also, they shine it up real nice for me once every 6 months.
Dude, you could shine it up. I shine Elizabeth's ring all the time.
Well, there's one thing, but you're not buffing it.
Yep.
No, you're polishing it.
I guess, but it looks super bright and there's only one diamond on it.
Well,
so
I'm
it's
bringing
easier.
mine to you next time. Do I need a card or will you autograph it?
I actually kind of use toothpaste.
Oh.
It works really well on a diamond.
Crest?
No, I forget what it's called. but not Crest.
Colgate.
Can't be.
Sensodyne.
It's not bubblegum,
Tom's.
whatever it is.
This might be Sensodyne. It's because it's sensitive. Sorry, folks.
So, Jimmy, last time you were on the podcast, we discussed, it was one of my favorite episodes, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Part 2.
Oh my gosh.
And
That was so terrible.
yeah.
Oh.
And I feel
It was like
like
torture.
for this one, for Selena's, I had never seen it before.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
I know.
How
And
did so how in the world has he seen it so many times?
that's what
I
I
was
want.
exposed to culture.
because you guys were both in Arizona and there's a lot of
Yeah, Jeff.
I don't know.
Mexican Americans.
Where did
right?
you didn't watch it at our house?
Noah Trung.
Yeah, well, there
my
you go.
friends growing up.
Mexican Americans.
But he watched it at his Vietnamese friend's house.
But
That's even
we had Mexican friends.
Yeah.
well. My brother.
Name
Name them.
Name a woman.
My brother had Vietnamese and Cambodian friends, and they listened to
Well-
hip hop and rap music. So yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, in Tucson, that was one of my favorite things about Tucson. Is like everybody did everything. Like it was
Yeah.
such a mixed group.
Culturally?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is one of my most favorite things
Well-
about Selena. Dare I jump into this too soon?
Yeah, well, why don't
Well,
we...
you know what's funny though? It's like as an older brother,
Uh-huh.
like my older brothers, I learned a lot of stuff through them, and they would expose me to stuff that they were into and stuff like that. You in this way would it have worked reverse? Like the little brother showing the big brother something?
That's actually a funny concept because I feel like I somehow always believed that whatever I liked, nobody else would like.
Oh, really?
Especially
Why?
my family. I don't know.
Because they're all closed-minded.
I just assumed that my likings were not.
Jimmy has always been into like female power vocals, right? You'd say
Johnny
Christina
would call them Jimmy
Aguilera,
vocals.
Britney Spears,
Well,
Jackie
I wouldn't put-
Velasquez.
Well, these are all very different.
I know. I'm not saying it's a like narrow group of
Avril
people,
Lavigne.
but yeah, Avril,
Errol.
Errol.
Avril.
Avriel.
This is not a safe place.
I don't know how to say her name.
All I'm saying is like that was like your genre, and I don't know what I was listening to. It wasn't that. We
Well,
listened to different music.
You didn't listen to Blink-182
I was first exposed. I was. It was fun.
or 98 Degrees?
Oh yeah,
My brother loved
That's
98
boy band though.
Degrees.
Jeff didn't like general pop stuff, and Selena I was more exposed to from the movie first, actually,
That's interesting,
Yeah.
and then the music.
and that's what I want to talk about.
I think so. I think the same with me. The
you
movie
saw
first.
the movie first.
Well, because I was little. I mean, I was.
Me too.
I was 10 when the movie came out, so I didn't really have that much time to hear the music.
Selena the movie is a tribute to the queen of Tejano music, Selena Quintanilla. It's truly an iconic movie, and it's also a beautiful love story. Not only is the movie entertaining, but you'll also find yourself moved by some of the scenes and the story of Selena and the Dinos.
So, leading up to this movie, when I told there's a couple people that I let know that we were going to be watching it and that
Okay.
I've never seen it. And the reaction I got, and this was all musicians, I think I was at practice, was all like, "What? You've never seen Selena?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I've never seen it." And
Yeah, this is the perfect case of like why we do these podcasts.
yeah, like so many people. This is one of my favorite movies. I've watched it so many times, and I'm just like, I've never seen it. And I think part of my hesitation was I don't really feel like leading up to it that it was something that was in my wheelhouse. And I respect it for what it is and how much other people love it that I'm kind of afraid. I've been afraid to touch it.
And I'm afraid to hear you talk about it.
What a piece of trash!
I feel like
No.
it's one of those documentaries where somebody that was like critical to the story 20 years ago shows up for the first time and they're like, this is the first time I'm going to speak about it and it's the last time. This is how I feel like I'm going to be on this.
I mean, I would definitely be surprised if you didn't like it. So anyway, I'm excited.
Okay,
don't
well,
know.
let me just set this up. That I had to look up this information.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, Selena came out in 1997.
Wow.
I was a little surprised. It was an hour and 27 minutes long. It wasn't. I thought it was going to be a bit of a shorter movie, but it was a full
An hour and a half? That's not long.
Hour and 27.
No, so excuse me, 127 minutes.
Oh, 127.
Oh, yeah.
So an hour and 7. Directed
longer.
by Gregory Nava, who I don't really know from Warner Brothers Pictures, but he also directed El Norte, 1983,
Huh.
Mi Familia, My Family, 1995, and later episodes of American Family.
Never
He probably had connections to the family, I bet. Because that was a big part of
Yes.
how it was made.
So Okay, tell me what you know. Give me your little synopsis of what this movie is. Explain it for our listeners.
Man, so emotionally laden, every topic. Well, I mean, I had to confirm again that this was literally made within 2 years of her death.
Which was impressive to even
which
consider.
is wild.
Yeah.
So I have heard that people wanted to make money off, some studios wanted to make money off it. So the family says that they were kind of pushed into making this, where they wanted to take ownership over it as soon as possible to make sure they can kind of control the narrative and what is being said,
Okay.
even though they weren't really like wanting to put something like this on the screen. So they took full ownership over the casting,
The family?
and the process. Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So her dad, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just like in the
Abraham.
movies, really
Yeah.
controlling.
You seem that way. Okay. What are your memories of watching this for the first time? You said at friend's house, Trunk's house.
Yeah, I mean, my first memory is just that empty stadium at the end. This is what people still say, which is why I'm like slow to rewatch it, because it's just sad.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, and then, yeah. Is that what you asked? What the memory of the movie?
Well,
Or-
yeah. I mean, is that it? Like, is it something that you've come back to often? Because you have this shirt. You know, I've heard
Yes.
you talk about Selena multiple times.
yes,
Are you listening to her music on the regular still?
yes.
Is it like the anniversary of her death?
Yes.
Like, what is it? What is your
Yes.
tie
We
to her
did.
now?
You know, I forgot about this. I should have brought this note.
What?
We did throw a party once. We lived at Capitol Hill, a Selena
Yeah.
party that was 20 years, 2017. Or sorry, 2015.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember that.
we had
Were
a
you at
huge-
the party?
No,
We
I
had
wasn't
a-
there.
Yeah, we had a huge Selena themed party, and we had everybody come over. And
didn't
we played
go.
music,
No.
and then the next week I was in New York, and we were with Dan, my friend Dan, and his now wife, and we were just walking around, and we were on Fifth Avenue, and a reporter stopped us on the street. And they're like, "Excuse me, do you know who Selena is?" I'm like, "Yes." She was a Telemundo reporter that was doing a special on the streets of New York in honor of the. I'm like, we just
Wow.
had a party, and she's like, "What songs do you know?" And there's literally a clip of me singing Selena on Telemundo.
No way. Do
In
you
20.
have a version of it? Do you have like a
we
copy?
got to clip that
It's
in somehow.
somewhere. It is.
You can probably find it on YouTube.
At some point, I had it, but it is on there.
Well, if we find it, we will insert that here.
That's,
And of course, they were very excited to hear that we knew Selena.
of course. Dang, that's
Well,
crazy.
Even if we don't have it, maybe it won't be quite as disappointing because I have a little icebreaker game to get us into the movie. In fact, Josue, do you still have that SM58 around here somewhere? We're going to need it.
That's a big word.
I do.
Okay, great. That just right in the center of the table. We're going to need to move this water for just a second. Oh, wow. Okay, that's like how Clark puts it down. Literally, I found it on the kitchen counter like that. I'm like, Clark,
A little scary.
it's an unbreakable microphone. Okay,
Hey, that's SM58.
we are going to call this game Bidi Bidi Buzzer.
Wow.
And it's a Name That Tune, okay? It's a Selena song showdown between the two of you because I don't know any of her music.
No, that's funny.
Oh,
Well, you're
lyrics.
probably going to win because I don't know all of her music.
Well,
He'll give you a chance. He'll maybe...
if I hear the song, or are you going to read me Spanish lyrics?
Okay, here's what's going to happen.
Ooh, yeah, Spanish lyrics.
I'm going to read a song title, which as far as ChatGPT told me, is a song that is included in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So I'm going to read you the title.
Okay.
And the
like I can handle
first
that.
person to buzz in by saying Bidi Bidi and grabbing the microphone,
Oh, that's complicated.
you will get a chance to earn 2 points. First, sing or hum a few bars of the song, or you could even just say a lyric, but say it into the microphone. And second, bonus point, identify the scene or moment in the movie where the song appears.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And you might have to help me decide whether your answers are right or wrong because I don't know that I'll remember for real. Okay?
We could just make it up. You
I'm
won't
like,
know.
I'm scared.
And if you get it wrong, the other person can steal. I have paper
Can you steal it?
Paper? What do you need paper for?
to keep score.
Oh, I was like, what do we need paper for?
You got to write down the lyrics.
Here he goes with his pen and paper again.
Okay, boomer. No.
That's right. Okay. Remember just to say Bidi Bidi
I'm
to
sweating.
buzz in.
Bitty, bitty. You got to do it like that. Bitty, bitty.
I'm losing my voice.
This is your chance to prove that you are more than just
I
a
know, that's
backup
why I'm
dancer
stressed.
for Selena. Okay.
Or a fly,
Number
a fly
one.
guy.
Como la flor.
Bitty bitty.
He said he grabbed it before saying bitty, bitty first. Oh, bitty, bitty.
Okay.
This song appears multiple times. Oh. Como la flor. I'm doing the slowed down version.
Yeah.
When the stage was collapsing?
Yes.
Tanto amor.
We're giving him the answer here, but yes.
But it's at the beginning. It's also in Monterey, and I think they don't play it at the end. It comes up a few times.
Yeah.
It comes up after that though.
Yeah. It comes
Yeah.
up again.
Good job.
Because they're writing
2
it.
points.
Her brother's like writing it.
Oh yeah, when they're
yeah.
like all funky. Yeah, that was funny.
Funny.
That was easy.
Number 2. Yeah, some of these are harder. I think. I don't know. Bidi Bidi Bum Bum.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna give it to you.
Here.
That comes up after.
Sing it first.
Yes.
Oh, bidi bidi bum bum. Oh, it first starts off with hey, 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 hey.
Can you do the dance move? We're too wired in here. But if I learned anything from this Selena
washing
movie,
machine?
is that
The
no, not the washing machine. That spin around move that she does in every montage
yeah.
where she does around and around and around.
I'm trying to remember when it comes into the.
Wait, are there any more lyrics besides Bidi Bidi Bum Bum?
Me emociona
Otra, what she said? Cada vez.
que lo veo pasar.
Me just mumbling.
Yeah.
Bitty, 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 bum, bum.
Yeah. When does it
Isn't
appear?
it when she's wearing the white one, the white top at the fair?
Oh, it is. And her mom's like, no. Is it? Where she tells her to like take
Not
your jacket
the
off.
first one. Later. The first one is where they freak out at her.
Is it after the dress though? After she looked and everybody finds her at the mall? Is it after that?
Okay,
maybe.
in my notes,
Yeah.
it says
The
she's
fair.
wearing purple and owning the stage. Total fan favorite moment. Is that made up by
Purple-
ChatGPT?
Oh.
That's on the. She does do that too. So it could be another.
The Houston Dome?
That's the Astrodome.
The Astrodome.
Okay. I don't know if that counts as a bonus point.
I don't know. You
I'm
can
gonna
give us
say
half one, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Song number 3. Ready?
Bitty bitty.
Dreaming of You.
Bitty bitty.
Oh, that's the last one.
Late at night. I was like, do I need to sing that one?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
The world is sleeping. I stay up and think of you. And I still can't believe. All right, cut out to the end.
I
got excited.
Da, da, da.
Still every time I hear, and I'm leaving
Dream
on a jet plane.
till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight.
Time out.
Cause there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be.
Here in my room.
It is the same melody, right? Leaving on a jet plane.
Don't know when
dreaming.
I'll be back again.
Not
I mean, it might
exactly.
be.
I don't know. This is a
All right, but that one.
Toward the end of the movie.
Toward the end of the movie.
Because
Was
she had her
this-
English album release. It was weird.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I think my memory starts of her because of that song and that album.
Well, also
For
that
me-
was the empty stadium scene at the end.
Yeah.
And they kind of tease it at the beginning of the movie when she's like looking up at the sky, talking
Yeah.
about dreaming. And they kind of hit on that theme a lot.
If I watched it again, I guess I would get that, but I didn't.
There is a little bit that scene that where she calms the crowd,
oh yeah.
and I don't like the filming, the editing on this one because they have like the moon in the middle, and it was
I
just,
have that in my notes, Josue.
it was just a bad like okay, whatever, take it or leave it. But yeah, that could have been better. But anyway,
Somebody was
they-
like, "We got to get that moon in there again."
Yeah,
they
no,
tease,
it's
but
just
that's
a
the
theme.
same. I think that's the same moon at the
'Cause-
at the end.
I think that was also the song that really broke her to the American audience
Yeah.
in general. That was
Yeah.
Because it got to that in the movie, and again, being uninitiated and not knowing the music other than hearing little bits and
We are all
pieces,
initiated.
I heard that song and I was like, "Oh, I know this song. I just didn't know it was her."
Yeah.
And you were like on a jet plane.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly where I was. Okay, number 4. I Could Fall in Love.
Bitty bitty.
I don't remember that one.
I could fall.
Oh, in love. Oh yeah, she's recording that in the
with
studio.
you. Yeah, that was toward the end because again the English album. And I know it's not right, but I guess I should try to do what I should do. Sorry.
Just to keep it competitive, I'm giving Josue the bonus point on that.
These are
since
the
he said
easier
it.
songs.
I know it's getting
That's-
harder.
I mean, dang.
He did give the studio recording.
Yeah.
Okay, La Caracha.
La Carcacha.
It says, "Oh yeah, sorry, La Carcacha, La Cucaracha."
This is one of my most
one's that
favorite
one?
songs.
Go,
This
sing
is at the beginning of when she starts with the cuatro, tres, dos, uno. So good. That's the Monterey scene.
Oh, okay.
But it's also one of my favorite songs. I was actually with Mario recently who translated for me. And it's actually really sweet again, which just kind of confirms like the whole meaning of the song is just like a relationship you can rely as like you're the car that you're used to chugging along.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is actually really cute. And it was
this whole time. Yeah.
And it's a just classic, pure Selena sound.
Gosh, I wonder what it would be like if she was still alive.
I know. That's the
Really trying to keep the vibes up for now. No me queda más.
Bidi Bidi.
No me queda más.
Josue,
that's a
he's
slow one.
owning you.
Yeah,
Me
well,
queda más.
he definitely loves this this genre.
I mean, so this is her father's favorite song of hers.
Oh.
How do you know this?
He said
Yes,
it in
please.
some interview.
Oh.
But I think in the movie it shows up again later toward the second half.
Wait, where is this?
Maybe
Where is
the
this one?
Grammys? Was it the Grammy scene?
No. There's
She
no
doesn't
music.
sing at the
She doesn't sing
Grammys.
at the
Did they
Grammys.
do like a montage or something?
Oh, it's a weird, like blurry something. But I don't think there's any music. Not her music on that.
I don't know. This says it's one of her dramatic ballads, standing still in a long dress on stage.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I imagined a stage, but I don't remember. It's like I thought it was like maybe it was like some sort of montage.
Well,
I don't remember.
I'm going to say
one.
no bonus point for that.
Wait, how
Sorry,
does it
guys.
sing that one again?
No me queda más. And then in Spanish.
Yeah, see, I gotta listen to it.
Okay, how about this?
Dude, I'm blanking on that one.
It's really good.
I don't remember where that one in the movie. And
How
I-
about Techno Cumbia?
Bidi Bidi?
Cumbia.
Baila, baila es la cumbia.
You're way ahead. You're steamrolling
That
all
would
this
have been
way.
the washing machine because that's where they first played it. Because she's like,
Oh
when
yeah,
her mom's
it
like,
fades right into it, right?
yeah, because like your father and I used to dance la cumbia.
That's right. Because she was like, "What is that, Mom? What
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
music is that?" That's
And
called
then they
cumbia.
kind of,
Do the washing machine.
Okay, how about this? Amor Prohibido.
bidi bidi.
Bidi bidi.
Okay.
Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles. Amor prohibido. Something. Yes.
Okay, when does that happen?
I'm trying to picture it now in my mind when it comes on.
Well, it might be a hint.
It's right after. It's right after. Oh, aren't they listening to it in the car after they get married?
This says it's tied to their forbidden love
Yeah.
because of the title.
Is it
seem
right
bad
after?
for- that
Is it in the
sounds
car?
right. I forget again where it is.
I think it's like maybe when they're getting married.
That would make sense.
It
Yeah.
would make sense. Let's say it counts. Okay, how about this? Baila esta cumbia.
Oh, that's what we did.
That's
Is
what
that the
you
same
said.
one?
Yep.
Because the other one was techno cumbia.
Oh, maybe it's a remix.
Yeah, because there's no tech. Yeah, no, it was actually playing on the freaking radio, and then it's like, oh, Selena and her new boy,
Los
they
Dinos.
just got married. Just got
or
engaged.
just got
They're like-
married. You're
they're
right.
like,
You're right.
"Ah," and then they play the song.
Okay, a couple more here. Captive Heart.
Captive Heart.
What?
Oh, is this like one of her kids, like when she sings in English as a kid?
Mm-mm. This is a crossover track, not a crowd scene.
A crossover track? What do you mean?
This says it's during the studio album recording scenes. She crosses into English language pop.
I have
Not.
no.
I know she sings Donna Summer for a second.
Well, she's
and
a
then there's
kid.
another song.
right?
This could also not be real. I don't know.
No, on the Astrodome.
Oh, yeah. It was no. She sings. Not Diana Ross. In the begin. That's in the beginning though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a studio thing. I don't
Okay,
know.
how about this one? Where did the feeling go?
What?
Let's say that's
I
fake
don't know her
too.
English song.
I think at the end, ChatGPT just started making up songs. It's like, you need more? How about this one? Is it the beat? Okay, no.
Nope.
Okay, well,
Sounds
I'm going
like
to
somebody
say
learning English.
Jimmy won the
yeah,
game.
he
2,
definitely
4,
won.
6, 8, 10 to 3.
Jeez.
Very good job, Jimmy.
Well, he's also watched the movie numerous times.
I actually, I listen to music more than the movie, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you're enjoying this episode so far and you want more of this, please like and subscribe because you will get much, much more. It's gonna be. I can't wait to put out clips of this episode, just of that.
Yeah, or go listen to Selena on Apple Music or Spotify.
Yeah.
whoever you stream your music.
Okay.
Tidal.
So let's walk through this movie and decipher where quality is and what's nostalgia.
Oh, equality or quality?
Both.
Quality.
I will say, as a non-initiate, again,
Here we go.
I got into the beginning of the movie not knowing what was going on. And so we right into the 90s. And
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it starts in the stadium.
Oh yeah, it does. Yes, you're right. You're right.
And that electric drum kit, the whole thing, I'm like, what is happening here? And the guy with the mullet that's in the band, the
Oh, that guy,
background singer.
he's great.
And then even Chris on the electric guitar. I don't know any of these characters. And they're like, if you know, you're like, that's the
family,
sister.
yeah.
That's whatever. And I'm like, who are these? Why is this guy playing a guitar solo here? What's up with the drum kit? I didn't get any of that. So when they flash back to the Dinos and whatever it was.
What did you think of the drum sounds, even though it was an electric drum kit?
Oh, it was fine. I
Isn't
don't
that
know.
funny? Because I feel like back in the day,
They wouldn't have sounded that good.
yeah, they wouldn't have sounded good, but they did sound like that.
It was always like that, though. If it was actually quality, like amplified, recorded,
I
you could make
guess.
them sound better than they sounded in most cases.
Yeah, because like I've listened to electric drum kits since then, and they sound terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
who are you apologizing
Sorry,
to? You're in good company here. Sorry, drums.
I mean, maybe it's because they sound overly processed, because real toms don't sound like that, as far as like right off the box. But it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like they sound so overly like, I don't know.
So I didn't know, even at that point, what kind of movie we were getting into.
You really didn't know this much at all?
I knew nothing. I knew she was a star. I knew she sang mostly in Spanish, and I knew it died. She ended tragically.
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
That's so crazy.
And Yolanda, is she free now?
Don't bring up Yolanda so soon.
Yeah, it came too early. That's way later in my notes. Let's go get back to it. That's a little
Now we're
tease.
all angry.
Let's talk about the Dinos.
Those Dinos?
Oh,
Yeah, tell me-
her dad.
the
and
original ones?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
original. Yeah. What?
Blue moon, you saw me sitting alone.
I forgot about that part of the movie. That was one of the things I forgot about.
It's such a small little thing, but it is a jarring. Like intentionally takes you back in time to get the vibe of where the tension
You
lies.
think that
the cultural.
you think the movie did like take it or leave it that part? How did you feel about that?
I think it was integral to the dad's character arc to know what his motivation was.
Well, I mean, there's also one of the things, when you ask about what identify, I feel like what makes me identify it with so easily is
Dinos?
that's one of the bigger things. No, it's this, I think when you're, well, I guess immigrant or a kid of an immigrant and how you never really feel like you fully fit in one thing or the other. And I think that's clearly what's a big thing of her.
And he tells him that later on in the car,
Yeah.
right? Like we're living so close to Mexico, we
Yeah.
like other people leave their country,
Yeah.
and
We
they're
gotta be more
away.
American than the Americans, and we gotta be more Mexican than the Mexicans. It's hard.
A perfect version of both. But I get,
We gotta be double perfect.
because I get that struggle. I mean, even when trying to speak Arabic, like you don't, our family,
That
they'll,
is
like,
true,
they'll
yeah.
laugh at you if you're not fluent, and then you just don't speak it.
Yeah.
And then you feel kind of Middle Eastern, but nobody really knows because your Arabic kind of sucks. But
Yeah,
what
yeah,
makes it another beautiful thing about Selena is that she so effortlessly like throws those things aside, like bridges those things,
Yeah.
and just is herself.
Dad, I got it, okay? I feel so, me siento muy,
It's one of the
me
best
siento
parts.
muy excited.
Oh,
It was pretty,
so
it's-
great.
And everybody just is like, well, did you guys notice that part? I know we're skipping ahead a little bit, but where she greets everybody and greets everyone with
Yeah.
a kiss.
Yeah.
Like she breaks
She knows how to work a room.
Yeah, she breaks everybody down, you know? They already kind of love her, so they're going to let any little stupid thing fly. Like
She's
not
being
stupid,
herself.
but yeah, she's being herself. It's authentic.
Who is it in the movie that tells her what you have? Keep that. Just stay like that. Was it that movie or was it something else that I just watched? That she was so unfazed by other people's
I
opinions
don't
of
know.
her.
I don't
I
think
didn't remember that
I
from
don't,
the.
no, that wasn't this. That wasn't this.
You know what I think it was?
you were.
You know what I think it
Wednesday?
was? Literally, I think we just watched Wednesday last night.
Not the same.
It's Christina Ricci talking to the little. Okay, whatever.
No, but it was good. I like that. I like that scene, and it, you know,
The Dinos, you
the
mean?
Dinos. Yeah,
We
and-
want to dance.
Yeah, and you know, you could see their subtitles, but I can understand everything they're saying. And the one lady at the end, I forget what she says, but she says it in Spanish first, and then in like English. Like, okay, for all you Americans who didn't understand what I said, let me say it in English. So it's like, they didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
No.
But
But
they're just trying to like get a message across.
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
The transition though, when it skips really quickly to him having a family,
Yeah.
having 3 kids, and he decides that he's going to make his kids into a band, and he's like, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know how you would portray this, and I really wonder how it worked out in real life. But him putting them in a room with that drum set with those toms all askew and like,
Oh my
you're going to be
gosh.
the drummer, you know?
Yeah.
That the vibe was funny. That
No
she's-
classes. Just go ahead and go for a beat, and all of a sudden,
You figure it out. Yeah. Immediately, though, I think the little girl Selena started singing. I think it was Lucy was like, that is not her voice. Like we
No,
all know
yeah.
that this is not the girl singing, and you just kind of have to accept that over the course of the movie.
They did a really good job of lip syncing, though.
How old do you think the woman was or girl was who was singing the part? Because she sounded much older than that.
She
little
was probably
girl looked.
13, 14 or more.
But
Yeah,
that, go ahead.
I could believe it that it was a kid, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounded fairly young. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys feel like the family stuff? Do you like the way that develops? Was that meaningful for you in the experience, or are you more waiting for J-Lo?
No, I thought it was so. It's funny because watching it back now, and I don't think I've watched this movie for. I mean, it's been a few years since I've seen this movie, and I felt like it was just as much a movie about the dad than it was about her.
Yeah.
You know, because I like his message. You know, of going for it and dreams, and I think she caught a lot of that from her dad. Because he always had aspirations and he was driven. He wanted more. You know, he had the idea for the restaurant and he just wanted to keep going, you know. And, you know, he failed, which is okay. You need to fail sometimes or else you don't know if you're going to do something, you know. And when she finally makes it, I think he says something like, I knew it was going to happen, or it finally paid off or something like that. Like he had a sense of, like delayed gratification or just hard, you know, keep working hard and it'll get back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I liked all that stuff in that dynamic. I mean, some Hispanic dads are very, you know, controlling. You're going to do it my way. You're going to do this. I know what's best for you. Let's go. He's also projecting some of his like unfulfilled dreams onto his kids, you know, which is not the greatest, but it's also not the worst thing either. Because he tells his wife, he was like, I'd rather have them do this than be on the street corners or whatever. And it's like, okay, you're kind of, I can hear my dad and my mom say something like that, where they're like, you're going to do X, Y, Z because you're not going to go out there, you know, begging for food, like, you know, not, you know, a lazy person or whatever.
Right.
I also think this is the part that might potentially be new to a lot of fans. Like, oh, what was her origin story? So I think maybe for fans at the time, that's like more interesting to see how it came together.
Yeah.
But I also thought it seemed very clearly like that. I don't want to say stereotype because it is common among like, you know, families that come to the U.S. or immigrant families that are very like that intense work ethic.
Yeah.
To try and get in.
Yeah.
Especially now that you're here, you're all going to work just as hard as I did to get here.
Yeah.
Even though they don't need to.
Well, and the fact that you guys said that the family had something to do with the approval of this and making sure that the story was accurate, I feel like that's reflected because you get the sense that they are like, here's part of our story. This is like touchstones that make it important that we want people to know. The dad's background, the kids, like the motivation to have them kind of reach further, the restaurant failure, that all that stuff feels like, yeah, these are things you would tell if you're retelling your family's story.
And the wife too, like how I was watching this and thinking about like to this day and age of a marriage or a couple going through something like this, how many couples would have or wives would have stuck by their husbands?
She had a pretty positive attitude throughout. I don't know if that was real life.
Yeah,
Well,
who knows? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that too, and I thought, I mean, that could be today. I just think it just depends on the personality of
It does,
marriages
yeah.
and the culture and what you're doing.
Yeah, because she stuck through all that, and she loved her house, all that kind of stuff. Then they got to sell it. Oof. Damn.
Yeah.
She seemed to be very supportive.
What a lady.
So coming into this movie, I felt like you would walking into another culture, like overseas or something, where you step into somebody else's house, and I fully acknowledge that none of these are my things, and I need to observe to like get a sense for how you sit at your table or in your living room or whatever, because I realized that there was a lot of history that I did not get in this movie. And a lot of it I didn't even know until the end, which we can talk about once we kind of get to the close of the movie. But I didn't realize how many things were intentional that I just saw in the movie. And I go, oh, at the end, it made more sense to me.
When you say culture, do you mean like the fandom?
The fandom is one thing. Yep. The even her kind of rising out of Hispanic culture, which they touch on in the movie. Like I didn't know that's where they were going at the beginning. So I didn't know her career arc.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All that stuff, which I feel like makes this movie so much more meaningful. Like the story is very impactful. And the fact that it came out 2 years after her death is crazy. Yeah. So all of that combined together, I feel like is a very weighty package that I didn't have.
I think that is kind of funny because I feel like this correlates to what part of how I feel more at home in Tucson than you, because I think I was so much younger, maybe not that much, but younger enough that that's like that to me feels home culture. To hear you say like coming from outside.
I don't even mean though, and maybe I'm misunderstanding you, that Hispanic culture is foreign to me, because the culture. Like that stuff feel like what the family vibe in this, like where they live, that stuff felt familiar. But all the Selena stuff that I feel like fans get, I didn't get.
Yeah.
So, when she gets together with Chris, this guitar, I didn't know it was coming. And so to me, I'm just observing the story take place in a movie setting going, well, that's not believable. Or like that, of course she's going to get together with this guy. It just felt like, I was viewing it as an outsider.
You feel like they could have done a better job telling that part of the story?
Oh,
yeah.
So much of this, like,
they also, they were kind of rushed it. I think you have to in a movie. So
there's a lot of time to cover.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to go.
There wouldn't have been enough time. I feel like the entire budget of this movie, from what I observed, went to the bus. They had to get it off the side of the road. Went to recreating iconic Selena moments.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do the outfit. We're gonna do the stadium. We're gonna do the song. We're gonna really do that well.
A sort of memorial.
Yes. And then, which I didn't get until the end when they showed the actual scenes, and I'm like, oh, they like staged this exactly, or the way they made J-Lo look. All that stuff.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, like when it comes to script writing and dialogue and directing, like who is in charge of making sure people just don't talk over each other? So many times the cast is all just like blah, 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 on top of each other's lines.
Like Hispanics do.
Like,
I was like, that's the culture.
It might be the culture, but I don't feel like you see that in a movie.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
There was like a school play, you would see people talk over each other or that sort of, but this felt like, okay, we're lacking a little in like really intentional production where it feels a little more homemade. And so maybe that was a family influence and stuff.
And it was 90s.
But there's other stuff in the 90s that doesn't feel like this.
No, it's a different thing.
What did you think of J-Lo's acting, though?
When she popped on stage or on screen and it went from kid to her, immediate burst of charisma. I'm like, okay. We're like, J-Lo's here. The whole cast looked better with her in the middle of it.
Yeah, okay.
But she was fine.
I still think
I thought we were all like, finally we're on board.
I still think this was probably J-Lo's best acting. I think Made in Manhattan. Is that
I do like that. Yeah.
I think that one was she acted really well in that one.
Enough. That movie.
And that movie
But
was
Selena,
crazy.
I mean, a lot of people say that notoriously that's their favorite J-Lo movie.
I think so too,
Is
man.
Selena?
Mm-hmm.
But even like I'm trying to think of a movie of hers because, again, she's a person that I respect as an artist and she does so much and she acts and all this stuff. But her in this movie, the place I think of way at the end, nearing the end, where she and Chris are having the conversation and she's talking about wanting to have a farm of her own.
Yeah.
And they thought maybe we could have some little animals of our own.
Yeah.
And he's like, you mean kids? All that interplay felt like...
Yeah, his acting was pretty not good.
It was fine, but that's what I felt like.
What accent was he doing? He sounded like he was doing a Mexican accent at times, and I'm like, wait, what?
And again, I didn't know what his accent is supposed to sound like or hers, because J-Lo kind of has her own New York kind of inflections.
Teenagers in Texas.
I will say, I heard that they wanted to cast Selma Hayek in it, as
Selena?
As Selena, yeah, and I think she either like refused or had some conflict or whatever, and they went with J-Lo, and people were upset because she's a Puerto Rican background.
Mm-hmm.
And after I heard that, I couldn't stop thinking, oh yeah, she doesn't look Mexican at all. It kind of took me out of it this time around. Back when I was watching it as a kid and stuff, no, she looks just like Selena. And then when I would see Selena in real life, I'd be like, she doesn't look anything like J-Lo.
But I don't think she looks more like Salma Hayek.
I know. None of they both.
She's Lebanese.
That's what I said last week.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, I feel vindicated.
I do think she carried. There's an aura that J-Lo has.
Yeah.
That is shared with Selena. Like there's something where you just think you.
Do you think she was
can
a
be
fan?
friends with them right away?
You think she was
Oh,
a fan?
I'm sure she was.
Yeah, she must have been.
Yeah,
she must have been.
She was probably really invested.
I think you're keying into something really great there. Like there's that element of charisma that you can't, not just anybody could do.
Which has always been J-Lo's thing too.
Yeah.
Like
she's fresh off of being a fly girl in Living Color.
And Jenny from the Block. That's her whole thing. Like she's a typical.
Bop, 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 bop. Wait,
Don't be
that
fooled
came-
by the rocks that I got.
that came after the movie though.
I just mean her entire like persona is like this. I'm just the girl down the street. that we all know and love.
Yeah. She played it really good. She has a great smile. Selena had a great smile, a great laugh. Selena had a great laugh.
Bodies wise, they were pretty much similar.
Yeah.
Because she was how old in the height of
That
this?
was 20 when she died, or when
Yeah.
she was 23.
Well, because when she started
That
getting
is
into the relationship
insane.
with Chris, I didn't
she
know
was
how.
21.
19 or something.
19.
when she met
well,
him.
in the movie, it says like they got married in 20 or 21.
Yeah,
It was 2 years, right? 2 years married. I don't remember. But anyway, they were really young. And I didn't know
20.
he was going to be her guy. It seemed like the movie was going that way, but I didn't know whatever. So I thought, no, who knows? I could have years ahead of them or whatever. I didn't know it was going to escalate that quickly.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of like you said, it develops very quickly. I mean, the things that stand out to me when they're on the bus and they're kind of hiding, and whatever. And obviously
the pizza.
the bus hits a bump,
Oh,
now she's in his arms. Like, okay, it probably didn't happen just like that.
No.
I thought the pizza scene stood out.
Maybe
The
maybe that guy walking in on them kissing maybe did happen because he was,
It was his brother, wasn't it? Her brother, I mean.
Oh, I thought it was another guy.
It was another guy. It was another
I forgot who walked in.
bandmate.
Yeah. The pizza scene, though, I loved his holster for the Cholula. I don't know if
I
that
knew
was
you would
real.
bring- yeah, I
but
thought of you.
I want one.
Check it out. And now he's like, you want a piece of my pizza? He's like, no, not pepperoni's too hot.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. That was good character.
This is not the first person in like a couple of weeks that I've heard talk about how they could just eat anything and look completely fine and other people are baffled. And I'm like, I can't imagine that life. Like I could just eat pizza all day, every day. And
I know.
Oh, you mean because the
Selena,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, she was young too.
Yeah.
I wasn't like that when I was young.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, metabolism like this
you.
guy. Metalobism.
Yeah, I don't know. So what are the other standouts before we kind of get to the turn? There's a real turn in this movie if you don't know.
It's a great turn. It's a great, fantastic. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
The standout of the whole movie.
Yeah. What are the moments
For
that really
you?
pop for you?
Well, I'm really
yeah.
excited that scene.
Which one?
I always get excited when she does the press conference with the
Oh.
and they all love her.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, I can do it. Yeah, me handle
And
it.
the mall scene is always a fun one.
that's a cool one.
That I
Who else
really
got, that's what I was telling you about, right? The Pretty Woman kind of scene. I think Pretty Woman kind of copied
big mistake. Huge.
that. Yeah.
what are you talking about?
the
sales.
dress, the sales lady, the dress.
Oh yeah.
But
very, very Pretty Woman-esque.
I think it's funny though that especially on that scene, it's fun to see that there are like kids and old people that are all equally excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selena's here.
Yeah.
The whole kitchen
The
staff
entire- yeah.
runs out. Yeah, that was the one time in the movie I remember really laughing. Like,
Yo,
that was
I feel
funny.
like that would. I mean, I don't know about today, because I don't know. I mean, I guess there are people that have that big of fandom now, but it must have been wild to like walk around the mall and then you see a celebrity like that, you just crowd them. Does that even happen anymore?
Well, she was still relatively
New?
new.
Yeah.
So she's not like a whole.
because it was the radio. Like you had to wait until your song was on the radio and on
Yeah.
number one for you to get excited.
Mm-hmm.
Today, there's no number one. Who listens to the radio other than
TRL.
WGTS?
Otherwise, any scene of their performances, are always an exciting time.
They didn't really spend a whole lot of time on choreography besides that one move, though, right?
Yeah.
She just
Spinning.
spins. and spins. She's in front of the Alamo. She's on stage. She's in different dresses. She's
her brother. I just want to point out that he's in next Friday.
I don't know what that is.
He's Joker.
Friday.
He's little Joker.
I haven't seen that since like high school.
He's little Joker in next Friday.
I don't know what those things
The
are.
sequel to Friday.
Okay.
All of you guys who know, comment on the podcast.
If you know, you know. Oh, and the bus scene, which we've talked about, is probably traditionally one of the most iconic.
You mean
Which
the
one?
romantic vibe between them?
No.
when it breaks down.
The bumper.
Oh, the bumper.
the
Yeah.
children.
I wouldn't say
So
that for me. That's like the iconic one too. It's like he's like they
It's
were all
Selena's.
about Selena, but they didn't say Selena. They said Selena with an S.
It was weird.
Selena's. Yeah, because they were like real cholo Mexican dudes, with a low rider. And all.
What'd
you say?
I said this is home. That feels like Tucson.
Yeah. At that point in the movie, I didn't expect her to feel that. I was just as surprised at how famous she was because I don't even feel like in the movie you got a sense for like people are getting to know who she is.
Local. Yeah, she took off like locally.
Yeah.
And then Mexico, then the U.S. It seemed.
I didn't know what was going to happen when the stage started like, almost collapsing.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah.
I wonder, was that real? Did that really happen?
Oh, I don't know. I assume because they gave such precise numbers.
I guess.
wonder,
Yeah. I wonder what it was actually like because I don't know. How would the stage fall if people are just pressing up against it?
Well,
it's
it's
cheap and
the
it's
legs
cheap.
underneath.
The
that they're
legs
pushing,
underneath are getting
and that
pushed,
woman
yeah.
getting squashed in against the
Yeah.
fence.
That reminded me of like The Walking Dead or like something like that.
That
Some
happens a
zombie
lot?
movie.
No.
On barricades and stuff?
No, just people getting crushed at concerts.
Oh, gosh.
That's why a lot of artists, will just stop.
Yeah. People need to calm down. People chill out, people.
But to be fair, they were getting really excited at La Carcacha.
yeah,
They were all getting amped. They're like, nope, pull it back.
Yeah, we want to dance. She gave him something to dance about.
So
But that was awesome.
Quiero bailar.
She calmed them all down.
Oh, she's so great.
So I knew I wasn't too hopeful because I knew she was going to die at the end of the movie.
What?
So
Wait,
I
what?
was
She dies?
Bracing myself, but I didn't know who. I didn't know how it was going to happen. But the minute Yolanda showed up on the scene, it's like, and they started talking about inventory. And I'm like, they're lingering on these looks that they're giving each other a little too much. Where the other young girls doing the inventory, and Yolanda's like, oh, I can handle that, and I'm like. Something
like
something
why
here
put,
with
like,
this.
why put this in the movie if it didn't mean something? Yeah.
Yeah, and they like will look at her hands and like, I guess I can do that. I'm like, oh, something's going down. And then when they all offered to like, we're all gonna chip in and buy her whatever, and I was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. And then when she was like, I bought you this, I don't know if that was a real fact, but that was real. Like,
Yeah.
So-
There was a documentary that came out, or actually, a documentary or film thing that came out with Yolanda in jail. They interviewed her and she like
real person.
Yeah, gave her side of the story, which I think everybody was just like, nope, not listening to you. You killed Selena. We don't care what you say.
Oh, I can't imagine. People must hate.
Even if whatever you said it was true, or trying to like make yourself look not as bad as the movie did, because she did mention how the movie was very like one-sided, doesn't show the whole thing, or doesn't talk. Anyway, it's no one believes her.
You can't really justify any. That was terrible.
No, yeah.
But it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like the movie was all kind of one thing. It's all family story and her kind of breaking into the music scene, and then makes her entrance into America. And that's happening. The only two that I Could Fall in Love and Dreaming of You, the songs kind of show up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get these. And then it was like, boom, she's opening a boutique. I didn't even know she had her own clothing brand. There's Yolanda giving shifty looks, and then it was like,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it happened. Like she was like, they've confronted her for stealing money, and whatever she was doing and writing whatever checks. Yeah. And then boom, and they didn't show anything. It was just like, then she's dead, or she got shot. It was very quick.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, so I remember watching this movie and thinking when it first was like around, when first watching it as a kid, it was waiting around for this moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know it's coming.
Yeah, it was waiting around for this moment because it was so recent, it had just happened. Oh, what did this moment actually look like?
Yeah.
because we weren't there to watch that play out. But everything else we kind of can see, like the concerts, the videos, all that kind of stuff. But this moment here, can we see what happened? And it almost felt like it does happen very quick, but it's so small in of the movie.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, this part felt like it was like a bigger and longer thing than it
Okay.
really is. It was really weird.
Well, it's also really, I think it's just so heavy that I feel like even making the movie, they knew that they had to like, I don't know, go in, go out.
Yeah.
Put this in here.
Can't
get
show
by
too
it,
much of it either.
and everybody's already distraught. Let's get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah.
Watching it now feels different than it did back then for sure.
When you first saw it, like how soon after it came out do you think you actually saw it? Right away?
Oh my gosh, man. I know it must have been right away because, and I didn't see it in movie theaters, but I know we saw it with my family and my cousins and stuff because my cousin Jennifer loved Selena and like sang all her music. I remember her quince, she sang, like that was her like thing that she did. Like now Jennifer's gonna sing, and she sang like 3 or 4 Selena songs.
Oh, she did, yeah.
Yeah, and we watched her movie in the basement. It was just like, yeah, everybody knew
Yeah.
her and her music. Man, yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's the substance that I feel like I don't have the backstory. So when it got to the end of the movie, and it happened quick, and then it cut to the montage of the real Selena and all the images that you had seen, and it made even more sense. Like, oh, all these scenes that I just sort of looked, and I was looking at the production value or the script writing or whatever, they were really intentionally showing fans as a tribute. Here she is, you know, and that felt like it was.
Did you call it a biopic? No. Yeah.
Well, so
Crazy.
So coming back to revisit it now, I mean, what do you still feel like it definitely nailed? It got right.
J-Lo.
I think it felt like a time capsule to me
Mm-hmm.
of a time and in a period of time.
Yeah.
Definitely feels like a time capsule. Even like the vibe of the like the cars, the houses. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember all that.
Yeah.
It's weird. Even though it was like Corpus Christi, a lot of it felt really familiar.
Yeah. No location really felt specific either because, like you said, because they'd be traveling and it was mostly about the bus and the family and the venues.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much about cities and stuff.
I think J-Lo and I think the American cultural aspect is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like having people that are from different places trying to, but kind of, and he kept saying like, we're American, but people won't see you that way always. That whole discussion is still common.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, dude, for real.
When you came back to it now, do you feel like there's anything that is newly like obvious to you that, I don't know, you didn't see before?
I was shocked. I had to look up to remind myself how old she, I say young. I looked up how old she was. I'm like 23.
Yeah.
Wild.
That's really young.
Really sucks, dude.
Yeah, and that is the other weighty end of it is like what could have been. Like who knows?
Yeah.
I know,
It
dude.
was such like the beginning, and you don't get the end of the story because it ended so abruptly.
If you just watch even that Astrodome performance, it's all on YouTube. Like she's so iconic. I cannot emphasize like her voice, her performance, her charisma.
Is it on a
She's-
specific spot on YouTube that we can link it below?
I think it's just I'm sure there are multiple accounts that share it now.
Okay,
And they have
Yeah.
clips of it or the whole thing. And they have other performances too, but she's such like a unique beauty that is like unmatched and like really genuine. Like she seems like really caring and it's not. And I feel like one of the crazy things about her being so young and even the movie feeling so rushed is almost feels like her life too. It was like before she was even like ruined by the world. She had a chance to like be herself in her fullest, most beautiful form and then just cut out, and which is awful. But like, it was like you were getting to see this pure thing.
I did kind of going back to the mom, like the vibe of her relationship with her mother, who was always kind of the back behind the scenes supporting her. And like, dad's like, I don't want her wearing that. And she's like, well, I did kind of help her, put it together,
Mom, you helped me stitch it.
Yeah.
You helped her?
I did. It was more and more apparent as the movie went on how close in age those two actors were, because the mom is like 4 years older than Jennifer
wig.
Lopez.
Yeah, the wig and the short. I'm like, dude, she does not look old enough. They should have just recasted the mom.
So
Well, so hold on. So one of the things that I clearly remember as a kid was the conversations the adults were having in the room about Selena.
When you were watching it?
No, not watching it. But watching it or
like
just
your adults?
Yeah, my parents, the adults in the room when we were kids. The thing that they were always talking about was, obviously what a shame it is that she died. All this, whatever. But the fact that, and maybe we can, correct me if I'm wrong, but what my parents were saying, and I always grew up thinking, was she wouldn't have died if they gave her a blood transfusion. And her parents were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, I've heard this, yeah.
And they refused to give her blood. And everybody was like, yo, if they would have just given her a blood transfusion, she would have lived.
Oh, I'd never heard that.
I forgot about that. I have heard that too.
It's just crazy. And I think about that and I'm just like dang.
Have you watched any of the other? Because Netflix put out a Selena thing, right?
It was like 10 episodes.
Did you see it?
I started and it just wasn't the same, and then I never finished it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't even know there was.
Yeah. But I guess they attempted to take what was really rushed in a movie and put it in a series, but I didn't watch it all.
Yeah.
I think this movie did a really good job of encapsulating what she did in such little time.
Mm-hmm.
And if it feels rushed, it was because also her freaking fame was really rushed.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that. Yeah.
I think I felt that Netflix thing maybe unfairly, because I probably didn't watch it all, was just going to be another let's remake this and make money. I didn't hear anything great from other people, but maybe I could give it another shot.
Yeah.
Well, as an outsider coming in, I definitely feel like context was necessary. I think getting to the end and seeing all that stuff made me go, oh, this would have made more sense if I knew a little bit more about it. And I think I probably would have appreciated it more. But coming into it, just fresh, the story is compelling and she's compelling.
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo is J-Lo, but the movie,
That's why I was nervous to. I mean, because if you watch it, if you're just watching it and making a movie not knowing anything about any of this, it's a little cheesy and forced and whatever.
I'd say it's a lot cheesy.
Hey, life is cheesy sometimes, guys.
But the goal of it was to carry her memory, and if you loved it, it was just to kind of experience that.
I think it's because it was honest. It's cheesy because it was honest.
Well, yeah, but it reminded me of some Christian entertainment where they try too hard to get their message across.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that is what they're doing. They're
yep.
crafting a message. It's not an original. I mean, they're just trying to retell.
That is exactly what I was going to say. I see any story about a film about Jesus, and to me it's meaningful because I have all the backstory.
Yeah.
So then when I see it, I go, oh, it's cool to see them act this out, and I'm thinking less about the details of the production as much as I am. It's neat to see loaves and fish multiplied, or that sort of thing.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
And so I feel like if I had come to it with the family history or appreciating the music or more, so whatever, then I would have, it would have meant more than to me just watching it.
Yeah.
So that's me personally. I think nostalgia. 100%.
Yeah.
I think, but if you're going to recommend this to somebody, what would you say? Would you have, is it for everybody? Should they go in cold? Do you need to listen to the album?
Well, what does said somebody want from this experience? Just a good movie?
Yeah, I think because the other thing appealing to me about watching this is I know so many people who love it, like you or other people I would talk to who would you mention the name Selena and they just through the roof, but it's.
Well, that's more for her and the movie is just a part of her.
Yeah.
So it's
But
not
you said you were introduced to it through the movie.
To her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, oh, this is my favorite movie of all time.
Right.
It just is Selena.
Mhm.
So we we welcome it in.
Yeah.
But it's not like film class 101. We
Yeah.
must watch the techniques of Selena.
No, I'm not looking at it as a critic, but there was just plenty of times where I'm like, this dialogue, or this could have just, you should have, and you go like, okay, well, it was rushed.
I mean, it's interesting because it puts it in this weird category because it's like, it's almost like not a movie.
Right. It's like
It's
a
like-
tribute.
Yeah. It's like not for those purposes, which is now that I'm having to not defend it, but
Yeah.
because,
Well, I mean, so there's a lot going on in this movie. So it's the message of the music industry
Mm-hmm.
is one of them. Immigrant family
Yep.
is another one.
American.
Immigrant and immigrant American family, like Mexican American family culture, Texas culture,
Tejano.
Tejano culture, and dreams, aspirations type movie, like message, father, daughter. There's just so much
True
going
love.
on. Love, perseverance. It's just got a lot that they're trying to jam in there because all of these things
Or her.
were her. Everybody lives out some aspect of these things. So that's why it feels rushed, kind of maybe cheesy at times, because they're trying to be honest about what happened, maybe not, or whatever. So for me, for example, like if you're not into like hip hop rap, I would say, I wouldn't recommend you watch, I don't know, XYZ movie because of Tupac or something. If you're not into it, you're not going to care. And if it's not done as a movie for like, for movie's sake, as far as technique, production, whatever, it's going to be like, well, why are you into this? Unless you're into the music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because like for me, it holds up, but because I know I've seen it when I was a kid, and it's one of those like, so I can see why somebody would be like, yeah, this is just nostalgia.
Well, yeah, that sounds like nostalgia, and I don't think bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's also nostalgia for that time and place. So, I mean, I know it's Texas, but I do think what makes it feel so comforting to me is it feels, and I said that going to Pam's wedding in June, like where they played it at the reception. And it's like so nice to be in a room full of people that all know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is like a really special thing. I was like, oh, we all share this. And that's definitely more like generally the Southwestern US, to me, I think there's that nostalgic attachment to that community that appreciates this too.
Yeah.
Is it an older generation too that knows this?
Well, yeah, so I guess, around a millennial age, because because you're kids, it probably reminds of childhood, the 90s, and when times were less complicated, apparently, well, to the children at the time, not the adults.
Yeah.
Well, my kids in the room, they all sat and they all watched it. Well, most of them, and varying levels of engagement. And I think, like, I asked Lucy because I feel like she's closest to the target audience. And she said she would rewatch it. She said probably in some time. She's like, maybe like 5 years I would go back and rewatch this. So, but I think that's something.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I could take it once and leave it, but it did enough.
Did she say what she liked about it?
She liked her relationship with her mother. She said she did not like the dad.
Yeah.
So I think that's already, as a kid, you're like feeling that. So it's doing something. It's like communicating that emotion.
What do you guys think about that scene in his underwear?
When he's like getting out of bed.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about the restaurant.
Menudo.
I forgot about that.
I'm like, yo, he's straight up in his underwear.
That's what it was, just very dad mode.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was. The whitey tighties. Oh, God. I was like, oh my God.
There is, again, back to, poor parents. There is a stereotype too, I think, of some immigrant families, perhaps, of like the dad being very intense and the mom being the heart. The safe place, probably.
Yeah.
So I feel like it carries that too. So young kids with like families like that.
And I think the general consensus was that it got better as the movie went on. And obviously it turned at the end there and it was sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the quality of it felt like I said, when J-Lo popped on stage, there was more happening. It just became more engaging than it was at the beginning with the kids. The kid actors were like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, it was fine.
It's rare to find a good kid actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know.
I
think you can
forgot
still do
how this
stuff.
movie started. You know, when it started with her
Yeah, me
like
too.
singing, and she was singing. Who was she singing in the
I
beginning?
thought it was Como La Flor at the beginning.
No.
Oh, no, she was singing Donna Summers.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
singing
when they
Donna-
were kids, not the Astrodome.
No, at the very beginning. She's not singing
yeah.
her music.
That was Donna Summer
yeah.
and
That was
the
Donna
other
Summer
song.
and something else. Yeah, that she was
She
singing.
did like the crossover stuff.
I didn't
yeah.
expect that. But again, I didn't know.
I don't remember that part. I was like, wait, she's not singing her music here, but that is J-Lo. Did you know that? That's the only part where it's actually J-Lo's voice.
Actually, her, yeah. And you could tell the other wasn't. And that was fine.
Yeah.
I thought that was also a nice tribute. I will say, everybody in my house saw Yolanda coming. Everybody was like,
Oh,
what's
really?
going on? Well, they didn't know specifically what was going to happen. Like Lucy knew that she was going to die, but everybody was like, she seemed shifty. I
Oh,
thought,
really?
okay,
At the beginning, like, because
No,
they kind of introduce her. She's in like in the room.
Yeah. But
And then-
immediately,
You mean immediately when they start talking to her about like getting the money to buy the ring? At that point?
no, before
At
that,
the
when they started
pedicure.
talking
They're
about
getting the
yeah.
pedicure is like the first scene with her, isn't it?
Yeah, she just appears out of nowhere, and everybody was like, "Who's this character? This seems odd."
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know, Justice didn't know that
I
she
wouldn't
was
have
going
called
to
it
die,
then.
so he was surprised by that. But he didn't have much else.
I don't feel like I would have called it then.
I wouldn't have called that she was going to, do what she did.
Yeah.
But immediately, I was like, "Oh, this woman's going to steal some money."
Really?
It's funny because of Yolanda, I feel like it's created an archetype of that sort of person.
Yeah.
Even just the way she looks now, like it's probably passed on to culture where we're like, you see a lady like this.
It's like the Hispanic version of a Karen.
It is. Oh my gosh. Well, so
She's a real Yolanda.
I think one of the things that they did embellish was that she managed some of the boutique money.
Yolanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the only part that was real was the fan club. She was the head of the fan
Taking
club.
that money?
Yeah, because she was doing it before she became official.
She was managing the club,
she
or
was
actually
leading,
taking
She
money.
was leading a fan club. She like started her own thing
Okay.
for Selena, and they were like, "Hey, how would you like to do this and do it officially for us? Because you're doing this on the side, and if you're gonna make money on my image, you might as well do it for me."
I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, I guess, because it's sad. But what a crazy story! What a crazy thing.
Yeah, that's actually one thing that has attached me to the story too.
I feel
As a
bad for
kid-
her dad, man. Her dad like can't
yeah.
catch a break.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, but you mean losing his daughter?
Losing
Yeah.
his daughter, the money stuff. Like he's
Oh,
like every
well,
time
yeah.
he's like, because the Dinos are doing really good, but because you're not American,
Oh.
you can't sing here. Because you're not Mexican, you can't sing here. It's like, what do we do?
Yeah, life is insane, which
Yeah.
is part of it. But also, I think, dare I revisit an Alice theme? People are insane, and they're awful. And I think, and then especially her as a kid, and I think me as a kid watching, you just really you trust people with all that you have, and the fact that somebody can do that is so crazy. Like when you're presented with that truth or that reality, it's hard to bring that in, and I think that sits deep with people.
I did like, and I don't know that I expected this to happen, that, they show her husband him being her husband when they start dating, and then they get married, and you're like, how's the dad going to react to this? But once he's family. And I don't know how that played out in their actual family, but that he was like immediately, oh, you're part of the family now.
Yeah.
And they just kind of went on.
Oh, I would say that was one of those scenes too that really touched me and they did a really good job with that scene. By the way, the dad, forget the actor's name.
Edward James Olmos.
Oh, dude, he's a great actor, dude.
I don't love him.
He was in Stand and Deliver. Did you guys ever watch that?
No.
Oh man, but he's a teacher in California, like Southern California, with students like the dudes from that car that broke off the bumper, where he just is trying to help students like that not be like gang members, not be, you know what I mean, like persevere. Like,
Yeah.
he's trying to. Great story, based off a true story too. Anyway, but the scene that really touched me was the scene when she goes to talk to her dad, right? And he
Close the door.
Come in. She's like, I know you're angry. I just remember thinking like, oh man, when my dad was like super duper angry, I always thought, man, I'm gonna get my butt whooped. And when he wouldn't, it's like, oh man, I'd almost prefer you spank me and not be
but he-
disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was like, I went to that place on the beach. Remember, I was that whole thing, and he's like, I just don't want to lose you. And it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my daughter.
And they understood each other because she's like, when they got married, she's like, give my dad a day, before we go. And then she showed up and
He was like, I was crazy. Yes,
I went crazy.
I went crazy.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah,
That was a cool. I like that scene.
I like this story, but I say the movie is nostalgia. As an outside person, I think you need some context to come into it. So if you're
I can see
into
that.
that, I think you could enjoy it.
I can see that.
But don't come in as a critic because, oh man, those moon transitions.
Those moon transitions were something else for sure.
If you want to understand some of U.S. culture
Yeah.
in the 90s.
I think it's valuable to view.
I think it's a time capsule, dude. I
But
think it's a really cool time capsule.
because we've gone through so many, now we're season 3, we've gone through so many movies that it's like, okay,
The music absolutely holds up.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the music
I've-
does too. Yeah.
Recently on my trip to Texas, so Johnny will laugh about this. We went to this bar. It was Tuesday night, and it was like this bar club thing. And I was in Austin for the first time, and they're playing fun music, whatever, like Megan Thee Stallion and whatever. And then all of a sudden, and they have screens, and it gets quiet, and they start like the live version of Como La Flor. One, I lose my mind, but it's like the slow one, and everybody does. And these are like kids, younger than me, and it's Texas though too, so I think there's a special attachment there.
Yeah.
But I do think it's like the music. I think is still so good.
Yeah.
It's all still so
I mean,
good.
Tejuano music has not changed. Cumbia has not changed. So yeah, it still holds up. It's this.
But her voice too. She's just,
Dude, it hasn't changed. I mean, I want to say there's a bunch of other music that you could like replace the vocals and be like, oh yeah, Selena sang on this, right?
Yeah.
No? I mean, it's
it's a genre.
a genre. You can only do so many times before it's like the same song.
So will you be watching this movie again anytime soon?
It's really sad.
Yeah.
Watch
It's
it
like
tomorrow,
asking
James.
somebody to rewatch Passion of the Christ.
No.
Why?
That's
but
different.
why? Why do I need to sit through this?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be watching this for a while.
No.
Maybe,
So if you had to say holds up a pure nostalgia, what do you say?
man, the whole concept, the whole thing of this show is right to be like, have you never seen this before? You gotta see it. After watching it again, if you haven't seen this movie and you don't like, you have never listened to Selena, you don't have to watch this movie. Sorry.
That's what I feel like. If you feel like, oh, I might enjoy a movie like that, go for it. But it's not one I'd be like, it's a must see.
Yeah.
I would
say go listen to her music. Listen to this type of music. Because, I mean, if you don't and you're like, I'm a lover of music. I listen to everything. I like everything. And I appreciate this music in different moments. I mean, like when me and Elizabeth went on our baby moon for Eva on the cruise, they played Selena, they played cumbias and all that stuff. And I'm like, this is so good. Like the vibe of it and everything is great. So if you're into that and you want to kind of see a little time capsule of what it was like to like a breakout star like this that kind of did anyway this thing, watch it. But
I think if you claim or just want to know more, if you claim to know anything about pop culture or music, you have to watch it. In that reason, you would have to watch it. Not that you have to watch it to like experience a good movie, but you can't like be aware of U.S. music, pop culture or culture and not watch this movie.
I mean, I will say, so the movie is in the Library of Congress. I think when they put it in the Library of Congress, or they marked it special somehow because it was like a cultural impact. I don't know if it was because the movie had a cultural impact or because Selena did, and I think they did it. I think they did a
That
good
was
job.
while I was working there.
They did they did a really good job of, like I said, a time capsule of who this person was.
Yeah.
So I think because of that cultural impact, if you're into, I mean, just the story of someone's life like that,
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be disappointed because you're not going to go into it going, okay, is this A-class film and
Right.
whatever. But if, like he said, I mean, she influenced so many people. That whole thing of and the dad says this, and I don't think they hark on it enough, that she went from Tejano music to American pop. I mean, I don't know. It seems so effortlessly, but so freaking well that nobody had done that before.
Yeah.
So that in itself is a huge thing.
Well,
and there's so many people that have been influenced musically by her. So
I mean, the cross into Mexico, I feel like it was almost a bigger deal.
well,
'Cause
yeah.
we have Spanish, English singers in the U.S., but the fact that she just was like blew up in Mexico and the U.S. is almost a crazier thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, the story's cool. And I think if you want to familiarize yourself with the story of Selena and you don't know, this is a great way to do it. This is way better than like reading a Wikipedia page. You know, I don't know how much of it is exactly factually accurate, but it feels like they were pretty intentional about being specific about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So for that,
I feel like I wish I could have got like someone in my parents' generation or something from Mexico here or something. Like, what do you guys? Because I'm sure it was different for them living through it than us when we were kids.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, let us know what you think. You can do that right now if you scroll to the poll. That's right, on Spotify. We're going to ask you below. If you're on Spotify, you can say it holds up, or I think this is pure nostalgia. We'd love your interaction, whether it's there or on comments on Instagram or YouTube or anywhere else. Our favorite place to receive a comment is if you attach it to 5 stars and a rating on iTunes or your favorite podcaster of choice.
James, thank you for joining us again.
Happy to be here.
And in fact, before you leave today, we have one new segment that we introduced for guests when Jess was here. And I would like to invite you in to what we call now Take It or Thrieve It.
I'm following.
Okay. So we're going to ask you for 3 nostalgic movies
Oh, yes.
with the promise that we are going to add one of these to our roster of movies that we will watch.
We promise.
okay.
We don't guarantee when, but we promise.
Yeah, sometime soon. Okay. The 3 are one that totally holds up. You think this definitely, no doubt, holds up. One that is your personal guilty pleasure. So maybe other people love it, but I love it, and I think everybody else should love it. And one that is completely overrated in your opinion. So everybody else seems to enjoy this, but I don't know why, and I don't think we should appreciate it. That's kind of how we came into Alice, and left with different opinions. So and after you give us those, we're getting more comments on that on YouTube. By the way, there are people that really love that.
Narnia is terrible, guys.
Which, the new Narnia?
No, the BBC.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, the whole story. Borderline the Witch of the Wardrobe.
Oh, yeah, I remember you said that.
It's a pretty drab story, guys.
Okay,
It's the gospel, right?
so I'm gonna write this down. You can take it or you can
Well,
leave it.
it's too obviously the gospel.
Oh, yeah, make it harder. Confuse them.
Yolanda is a thing in the Southwest, and Karen's a thing here. If you're in the UK and you're in Edmond, that is he's such an Edmond.
Oof.
Yolanda's hated even more universally than Edmund, believe it or not.
And I believe it.
I'm sure.
Well, Edmund's redeemed.
Yep.
Well,
By the
Yolanda's
blood
a
of the
real
lion.
person. But
Or lamb. This is a lot. This is gonna
And
be
the lamb.
confusing. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, number 1, James. What totally holds up?
I think My Best Friend's Wedding.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't watched that in a long time.
And I do watch that pretty regularly.
What do you love about it?
Oh, I'm ready to answer these so deeply. Well, the cast is amazing. The music is amazing. If you do think movie wise, the story progression is so much fun. Like there's never a scene. Every time it gets a new scene, you're like, oh, this scene. And I do like the story arc that at the end, it kind of puts a value on friendship within a rom-com.
Yep.
And I do like that. Or that you doesn't always end. Sometimes it ends with you being single and you're okay.
Yeah.
So I've
Okay.
always appreciated that.
All right. Noted. Number 2, one that is your personal guilty pleasure.
I only thought of this because of the hate I got after recommending it to several people.
Oh,
Was You've Got Mail.
Oh.
I love that movie.
Well, maybe it's because
And I
we were in the
cry.
same house, but I feel like that one is a good one.
I cry at the end every time.
Yeah, I remember I've watched that movie once.
What?
And I didn't think it was a bad movie.
I wanted it to be you. But then I had like a couple friends that were maybe 6 years younger than me.
I think I only watched it because of Tom Hanks.
And Meg Ryan. And Joan Cusack. But they said something about it being really.
Joan Cusack is in
Isn't
it?
she in the like works in the little shop with her? Is that Joan Cusack?
No.
She is. It's like her friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's been so long that I didn't even
I like
realize.
Joan Cusack and everything.
Well, okay.
But yeah, they said something about it being creepy, and I'm like, what? You're missing the whole vibe here.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting in the light of 2025 too. I wonder what it would be like.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your overrated non-recommendation recommendation?
Mortal Kombat.
It's gonna be hot. I like Mortal Kombat.
You excited for the new one?
Mortal Kombat.
This might be a hot take. I don't know. I don't love Braveheart.
Well,
I
it is
just-
also sad.
It reminds
Yeah.
me, you know what? Or maybe that's the tie there of like when everybody was recommending Wild at Heart.
The book?
Yeah, and like because this is every man, and then I'm like, this is pretty shallow and kind of boring. And he's just like they're just being Scottish and violent, and I think guys are like, that's enough. And then we're gonna die for it. And I'm like, it's fine. It's not like another movie that would
It's only
equate-
one dimensional, basically. Kind
I
of.
think
Yeah.
like another movie that people equally love that I think is actually good is Gladiator. You know, around the same time, same guys like.
Oh
this
yeah,
movie.
I think I could see that. There's
think Gladiator's
Gladiator
actually
does a
good.
lot more about there's so much more happening.
Braveheart was just like we're gonna get a man that suffered and make him fight back. It's like I guess like an
Wasn't it a
underdog
true
thing.
story or
Well,
based off a
yeah,
true
yeah.
story?
Yeah, William Wallace.
Yeah.
I just
Interesting.
think I don't care. I never like connected to it that much.
Okay. All right. Well, before you go, we're going to have you contribute to help us picking which one of Jess's 3 recommendations we're going to use.
Nice.
So Lucy let me borrow her die blocks. And this is
How
how,
do you
it's
know
going
which
to
one
be.
it is?
Okay. If you roll, I'm trying to decide how much. So this is going to be uneven because it's only divisible by 11. So one of these is only going to get 3 numbers.
You
and the rest
think
is
about
4.
this way too much.
Hey, listen, somebody's-
just throw the dice. 4
somebody's
means
got
1,
to.
3
I don't know
means
what you're saying. I'm just waiting to roll.
Okay, the numbers 2 through 4 will get The Sandlot, which she says 100% holds up.
That does. I
Does
agree.
it? 5 through 8 is her guilty pleasure. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh,
That's
I
a cool
saw
movie.
once.
9 through 12, I'm afraid of. She doesn't think it holds up, but everybody else in culture loves it. Grease.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to hold up either.
I think it does. I'm not a huge Grease fan, but it is
Yeah.
doing what it does.
Yeah, it does what it does.
And
I
it
don't
just had
think
a really.
I don't think I've watched it.
there's a-
Okay, well,
yeah, so-
it may be worth it for that because I'm on record already that I'm not a fan. I've only seen it once.
Mm.
the music is fun,
I
but there's a really funny reference to it on the new episode of Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
really?
It was a kind of funny joke. Yeah.
That's timely. Okay, so no pressure, but you're rolling for destiny here. Okay, 2 to 4, The Sandlot.
Who's
5 to 8, Roger Rabbit. 9 to 12, well, ours, but you can join us if you want. It's going to be Grease. Let's find out what the universe has in store. James, give it a roll. Don't let it fall down.
5.
4, 5. Oh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Let's go.
I think I'm the most excited about that. And
I was
James, you
least
don't look
excited about
excited.
that one. But maybe I do just need to give it a rewatch because I barely remember it.
That's when not Roger Rabbit, the 2 ducks are playing the piano. From
I don't remember this.
I already don't remember.
Donald
that either.
Duck and Daffy Duck
Oh.
are playing the piano. Oh, you don't remember that part?
I am Team Daffy.
So
Daffy
we
Duck's
can
cool.
promise to you that your picks will also live on, James, but only the dice can decide. So
Okay.
we're gonna have somebody roll for that. It's gonna, I don't know who will roll at some point. It might be. We'll see if we can fit it in season 3, but it might have to be season 4. We're already going here.
Yeah, we're rolling.
We're deep into fall. So remember, next week we're going to be playing games.
Yeah.
We're doing a mini-sode. We got some fun stuff. We already know what's coming down the pipeline. Those episodes are some of my favorite. You never know what you're going to get.
I'm sure I'm going to get surprised by what's coming next.
Yep. We all are.
The box of chocolates.
In the meantime, if you would like to suggest a future episode, we would love that, whether comment or email or otherwise. Jimmy, it's been so fun having you here again. The fans have been clamoring to have you back.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Your parents.
Uh-oh. So we had to go through and scrub anything on my set offensive.
No, 100%. It was great. Thanks, Josue, for another great episode.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I love you too. This has been a lot of fun. We'll talk to you guys next time on What Do You Think of This?
Goodbye.
Peace out.